Hi, everybody. This is Dr. Venus, your Black Women Millionaires Mentor. It is Sunday. It is 22 degrees in Texas, and I'm not getting sick again. So I got my little wrap on. I got my hat. I have a hair wrap down. We are not getting sick, or because I just got finished being sick, right? So I wanted to. Oh, I'm getting over being sick. Okay, but I want to talk to you. I was doing my prayers this morning. I got to tell you what happened. It's deep. It's pretty deep. But it's something I think that will help us. But it's something I want to walk it through with you. It's a revelation, right? It's not an insight because I'm still smoothing it out, But it's something that I think that if you engage with me in the conversation, in the inquiry really, it will reveal some things to you about what's going on with you and your money. Okay, so I'm home. I got my laptop on my lap because it feels better up here, and I may move it back to the table. But if I'm a little shaky, it's only because I got it on my lap. All right. Welcome everybody. I see you. Where are the hearts? Give me some love. Let me know you're here. Let me know I'm not alone in this. I see people coming, but I don't see anybody say anything. Okay, thank God. Hi, Thee. Glad you're here. Pretty hair. I like your hair. Hey, Kenya. Kenya's coming. I have Facebook friends. I got Facebook friends. They're my hearts. Yay. Hi, Mary. Hey, Marche. Good afternoon. Hi, Edith. Hi. Yay. Hey, Tisha. Good afternoon. It's still morning here in Texas. Good afternoon, Bernice. Glad you're here. Thank y'all for stopping in. Love you for it. Okay, glad you're here. Thank you for the hearts. Love the hearts. I don't know. Someone gave me a frowny face. What are you mad about? We haven't even started yet. Okay. So for those of you who are new to me, how you doing, Janice? I'm Dr. Venus, your Black Women Millionaires Mentor. Hi, Chris. Hi, Betty. Hi, beautiful. Back at you. Hi, May. I'm gonna say hi for a minute, y'all. I'll introduce myself in a moment. Hi, Tisha from Connecticut. Okay. Hey, Kim. I was driving it. I'm to tune in. Oh, well, thank you for listening, Keena. I'm glad you're here. Hey, Jasmine's coming. Woohoo! This is going to be a good session, y'all. We're going to flow together for about 30-ish minutes. I got to run some things by and through you. So some next level. But I'm glad you're here. Thank you for the hearts. Oh, I'm getting flowers. I'm loving it. This is different. So let me talk to the people who don't know me. So because my tribe is showing up. My revolutionaries are showing up. How about that? Holla and preach. So for those of you who are new to me, I'm Dr. Venus, your Black Women Millionaires Mentor. Let me tell you a bit about my background. By the time I was 16, I was living on the streets in Baltimore, Maryland, not Texas, Baltimore, Maryland, eating out of trash cans, sleeping in urine and beer. I was raised in a situation. Hi, girl. I was trying to remain calm to Memphis. Love you, Jackie. Hi, Professor Sewell. Glad you're here. Oh, my God. And the brothers who love us. Yes. Good afternoon, Karen. I was born into violence. I was born into a whole situation that is just street life, right? Hi, Karen. And drugs, prostitution, popo, all kinds of stuff, right? And it was my 9th grade math teacher. Hi, Dr. Sewell. I get silly over my men. Okay. It was my 9th grade math teacher, y'all. I'm serious. It wasn't me. It was my 9th grade math teacher, a Black woman, and that matters, who literally saved my life. And she didn't do it through her words. Nana's not a talker. Nana is just a straight shooter. She did it through her actions. She showed me that I mattered, that I wasn't a throwaway. My mama had put me out of her house, and I never went back because things weren't okay there. So it took a couple rotations for me to take the case that I'm just not, trash, right? But she loved me through it. She loved me through my bruises. And I think that's the reason why I love you so hard, right? I want to be for you who Nana has been for me, which is my champion. She's loved me when I wasn't clean, when I wasn't kept, when I wasn't spouted, whenever, when I wasn't well. That may be the best way to put it because that sounds gentler, Good morning, Yolanda. Happy Sunday. Many blessings to you as well. And that's my thing. So it's because of her love that I eventually graduated from Stanford University with a second master's and a Ph.D. I have 4 degrees. I have been a tenured professor. My research is by training, okay? I am an identity theorist, okay? Which is a fancy way of saying I studied the intersectionality of race, gender, sexuality, and class, all right? So you're dealing with a person who traffics in theory, who traffics in philosophy, all right? And you should know that I'm bilingual. I first just multilingual. I speak street, fluent street. I speak Black Girl Magic. I speak Stanford. I speak money. I have a lot of languages. I speak queer. My wife's a woman. Her name is Lisa, and she is the best part of me. She is everything good about me. If I am any use to you, it's because God blessed me with her. Okay. I'm just very committed to you. So I took out my survival that kept me alive on the streets, it got me through my schooling, and turned it into a system. Okay? In essence, the system is all around pimping your pain. We'll get into that. That got me to my first million in just under 3 years. Our company, Defy Impossible, has grossed over 4 million in the last 5 years, and we're positioned to double that. Okay? So what took me 5 years, we're out to doing fucking 1. All right? So actually twice of that in 1. So it's coming. And let me say what else I need to tell you so you'll know me. I know for people who go over me, forgive me, I have to say it a bunch of times because not everybody knows me. And y'all can keep giving me hearts. I don't see, where's the love? Love me. There's not a heart. Someone feed me. Give me some hearts. Let me know I'm not the only person here, okay? We just had our #1 bestseller. Thank you for my tribe. I love my tribe. I'm loving on my tribe. I'm doing a contest to say thank you. I'm gifting some lucky entrepreneur of VIP, part of our VIP group day here is a $10,000 value. It's on my Facebook page somewhere. Make sure you throw your hat in the ring. We're going to announce the winner tomorrow. So don't forget that. Our book, The Black Woman Millionaire, a revolutionary act that defies impossible. I'm hitting #1 in 3 hours and 11 minutes because of you. Very excited. I encourage, if you haven't received it, get it now. Go get the book. It will change your life. And that's not hyperbole. Just do the exercises in it. If you just did the exercises, you'll be on my Facebook page talking smack, okay? Hey, Barb, I've laughed and I cried. Good, Barb, I'm glad. And we're going on tour, all right? And I put the tour link in the description so I don't have to, because I forget stuff, all right? So I'll be in a city near you. Our first stop is Hotlanta, this upcoming Saturday, a week from yesterday, all right? Get your tickets. Let me help you understand this. And ladies, go ahead and start sharing this post. Go ahead and start pushing it out, okay? I'm building an army of Black women who empower other Black women, okay? I'm building an army of Black women who are willing to do the real work, the real healing to become millionaires. I'm building an army, and I want you with me, okay? If I can get them off the streets, if I can make money, you can too, right? But I can teach you how. And it's a very specific way that I do my thing. So please grab a seat. There's only 100 seats per each event. Once they're gone, y'all. My direct reach, I can reach directly 156,000 people. So hear me when I tell you, get your bloody ticket. Don't sleep on me, okay? You will lose if you do. And the last thing I want to share before I dive into this is my Hollywood team is pitching my TV show. I'm executive producing and starring in my own TV show. They're pitching it in the next few weeks. So please send good juju. For all my prayer warriors, send a prayer up. You know what I'm saying? For all my woo-woos, cast vision, do something. This is the greatest time for Black women to be entrepreneurs. This is your season. There's so much we can do now that we couldn't do 5 years ago, okay? That we can do together. So I'm encouraging you to walk with me, stay with me. And for the brothers who love us, I see my brothers showing up. Love you. Thank you for being here, Irsal. I see you. And our sisters from other misters, our allies, our sisters of different hues. Our brown and fair sisters who love the hell out of us, okay? We include you. For our trans chicks, and come with me, and brothers, come with me. We love you. You're welcomed here. You could not be more loved. You could not be more loved. Okay? So welcome, welcome, welcome. Please go ahead and start sharing this, and let me know you share it so I can love on you. Okay? Please share this word, this life-affirming word, this life-giving word. Okay? So that we feed as many people as possible. Okay? Our people are starving. They need to be fed. Let's give them a word. You know, you are a soldier. You know, I'm thinking about Beyonce. I need a soldier. You know what I'm saying? Like, you are a soldier in the army of Black women millionaireness. Okay, so don't be scared. Push the word out. You know, and if you know, just let them know that she's free. All right. So with that being said, let me talk to you about what happened today, girl. Whoa. All right. So as y'all know. I've been running for a minute, right? My wife's mom passed early in January. My aunt passed that same week. I had some health things happen with my uterus. Sorry, guys, love us through it. You know, I had the benign fibroid tumors, had to get that procedure done. And it's been a series of hit after hit after hit after hit. Then I got the flu. I'm like, okay, God, really? And so, and we still launched, and we're still doing our thing, right? But what I haven't been doing is I have things that I need to do for self-care, maintenance, for well-being, right? It's not a fucking option. Did I mention I curse? You should know that I have no filter, okay? And you should also know that I pray out loud. I do. I laugh at my own jokes. Let's see what else I do. I cry sometimes. Sometimes I just yell at you, okay? And it's nothing, I want you to be clear. I am completely myself. Let's put it like that. And it's taken years for me to get peaceful with all my imperfections, with all of my contradictions, right? And not apologize for them. So here's my thing for you, baby girl. I'm brilliant at what I do. I'm the only person who does what I do, okay? And there's genius in my word, and my word is anointed, okay? And you have every right to not be here if you're easily offended. I'm going to offend you. I'm going to insult your survival to its face. I promise you, I don't do Black respectability. Sometimes I don't even finish my sentences. So if you're looking for somebody who's well put together, I'm not that chick, okay? I'm not any of that. I'm honest and I love you. And I think that you have to choose, what are you going to empower? Are you more committed to a presentation of what looks like money, or do you want the real fucking deal? Now, if you want the real deal, I got you, all right? But you have to be okay with that the way I bring it is really true to how I move through this world. And if it's not appropriate for you, if you feel disempowered, then leave me. And there is no love loss, okay? I say that out of respect and a deep love for you. I don't want you to be in a place where you feel not honored. It's fine, I understand that. It's just that you're gonna miss out on my genius, and that's your loss, not mine. And I say that with love. And then I'll tell you like this, if you're in business and you cannot meet people where they are, you're not gonna be in business very long. Okay, because not everybody's gonna be like you. You can actually love somebody and not agree with them. It happens all the time. So I'm saying that so you're prepared for me, because I can't guarantee what's gonna come out my mouth, okay? And I'm God guided. I will say whatever I feel I need to say to get the word out. And you need to be all right with that, or you need to go away. You need to leave me, and I will not be mad. I will honor you the same way you honor me. Is that fair? And this is how I know it's fair. Just put in how I got you. Just let me know you're good. Okay? Because if you're here, then I'm going to take for granted that you're a grown-ass woman and you are choosing to be here to be fed. And this is a no judgment free, it's a judgment-free zone. You can be here and not judge. Okay? Now, and again, you're always welcome to leave. All right? So I think I got all my disclaimers in. Okay? I think I did. Okay? Okay, thanks, Betty. I see you, Anna. I see you, Mary. Okay. No, but I have to, most people who don't know me, Mary, I have to tell them. Otherwise, they're like, oh, and then I have some deacons show up, and I have some first ladies show up, and some pastors, and I love them. But before they were pastors, they were at the church. They were at the club. You know what I'm saying? So be clear. It's all good. It's all good over here. Okay. There's no harm, no foul. All right. Okay. And if I say something that resonates with you, type in the word holla, HOLLA. And if I say something that pierces to your core, type in the word preach. But if I say something like, oh my God, this chick is reading my mail, she is all up in my business, type in holla and preach. And let me know what I said, because when I read back through, I'll be able to comment on it. Okay? This is a dialogue, not a monologue. You say, I can love someone and not agree with them. That's true. I mean, you're quoting me. Love you, girl. Okay. All right, thank you, Janice. Okay, she called me a Black Queen. La, la, la. I'm a Black Queen today. Okay, girl, let me tell you what happened this morning. Okay, I was doing my prayers, all right? And I have sacred text. I have different, thank you for the hearts. And make sure you please share. Even while I'm teaching, please share. Don't wait to the end. People could be listening now. Don't let them listen later, okay? And so I was doing my prayers. And I have certain rituals that take care of me, all right? So I read from different sacred texts. And right now I have a series of texts I'm reading, all right? I'm reading I'm listening to Christine Cain's Undaunted. She is a faith-based chick, and she has a whole mission around human trafficking. She's killing the game. She's a Greek Australian chick, you know what I'm saying? And she is fire, all right? So I'm listening to her, but I'm also reading this dude named Joel Goldsmith. And I think it's Practical Mysticism. I don't remember what it is. Okay, I don't remember what it is. It's a great book. But I'm also reading, let me see. I can't remember right now. I got a bunch of books open, right? And one of the things that, thank you for sharing the 10 groups. Go ahead, Kenya. Wow. Kenya not playing, y'all. My sister's keeper. I love you for that, Kenya. Anyway, so I was doing my prayers, right? And because I've been running, one of the challenges that I have is when I'm running, I do my prayer. I pray without ceasing. That is a consistent for me, right? But when I start to get scared or nervous, and let me know if this is what you do, I stop doing all of the spiritual practices that I know I need to do. Does anybody else do that? You get busy, something happens, you get scared, you get nervous, and so am I the only one? Thank you for sharing, Jackie. Appreciate you, babe. Okay, I'm seeing hearts. I'm just making sure, all right? And it doesn't occur to me like I'm getting scared. It just occurs to me like I'm busy. You see what I'm saying? But then I'm too tired to do it at night, so I do my stuff in the morning, right? So today, I sat down with God, all right? Thank you, Lurato. Thank you so much for sharing. All right, and you can tag sisters that you love. You can just tag them directly so they can just peep in, share it on your line, and tag people if you want. Let me tell you what happened, though. So yesterday was a hard day for me. Yesterday was a very hard day. And I love my wife because she stayed with me the whole day until I was feeling better, right? And there's some things, like, let me say it like this. Everybody has wounds, okay? Every person has pain. Every woman has a walk. Everybody I've ever met has wounds. Well, I have some wounds that are historical wounds, okay? And they need to be tended to. And if I don't tend to them, then I have very, very strong visceral reactions. Does anybody else have visceral reactions when something happens, your body gets twisted when you're up against it? Anybody else? Okay, great. Thank you, Denise. Okay, great. All right, good. I'm just checking. Okay. Okay, so just check myself. Damn, you said yep. Okay, great. Okay, so yes. Okay, thank you, Ashley. I appreciate that. So, so the good news is my wife was with me. She sat with me the whole day, and because I couldn't get warm, and I couldn't get myself. I couldn't get warm, and I couldn't get myself to stop crying. And I'm like, okay, and I want you to know there's nothing wrong. I want y'all to hear, and I know you're supposed to use, are you new to me? Let me just share that. There's nothing wrong here. It's just that my background's so extreme and the wounds were so significant that there are different There's residue. That's it. There's residue that shows up. Oh, thank you, Danielle. I love you for that. There's residue that shows up in my growth edge. Okay. And so I got up this morning, me and Lisa, we did our thing, right? And I got up and I did my prayers this morning. And I write out my prayers. There's this book that changed the game for me. It was called Conversations with God, Neil Donald Welch. It changed everything. That book helped me create a personal relationship with spirit. Okay. It got me out of a lot of the dogma that I had, but not all of it. Okay. So, Danielle, it's regular maintenance, processing required. Say that, Danielle. Holla and preach. Love you for saying that. It makes me feel like I'm not fucking crazy. And so I was doing my prayers this morning, and I love Michael Beckwith. I don't know if y'all know him. He's Dr. Michael Beckwith. He's the founder of Agape International in LA. All right. And his word feeds me. I love TD Jakes too, but his word helps me translate because he has this wonderful way of connecting new thought with the Bible. And I'm still a Bible-based chick, right? So me and the Bible get along, okay? And so he translates it for me in a way that I can hear without me judging me, without me turning myself into the enemy. Well, I was doing my prayers this morning, y'all, and I was doing an affirmative prayer. I was writing out an affirmative prayer, okay? So that's what I was doing, all right? And if you're not familiar with affirmative prayer, if you think about the Lord's Prayer, there's certain pieces you hit in that Lord's Prayer. What an affirmative prayer is another way of doing it. It's coming from a place of gratitude and knowing, right? And so I was doing the prayer and I got to a certain point in writing out my prayer, okay? And I think it was the piece of where I really identify myself. Now check this out, ladies. This is the turn. This is the turn here, right? There's a part of affirmative prayer. There's 5 pieces to it. But I think it's the third piece that is when I recognize that as an individual expression of God, it is my divine birthright to have all the affluence, all the abundance, all the peace, all the prosperity, all the goodness of life. It's my birthright. And I couldn't write it. I couldn't write it. I couldn't write it down. I couldn't write it. Do you understand? Like I couldn't. My fingers would not write it down, right? And I know, now you be clear, God's been rolling hard with me since I was on the streets. I met Jesus in the fucking club. So I'm not a punk ass about this. Do you understand? I've been with God since God has been with me through it all. Through it all. And I'm trying to write out that it is my divine birthright to receive all the goodness, prosperity, abundance, peace, joy. It's my birthright, and I couldn't write it. I couldn't write it. And I was like, okay, God. So I paused because I was like, okay, all right. So then since I couldn't write that, all right, this is one of the things I got from Conversation with God from Neil Donald Welch. I started to write to God directly. You know what I'm saying? So I couldn't do the affirmative prayer, but I'm like, okay, fuck it, I'm call God. Let's talk about some shit, all right? Because I'm like, what the fuck? I'm not a punk ass about this, y'all. I roll hard in the paint for spirit. You know what I'm saying? This is not a game for me, all right? Oh, thank you, Kenya. That's beautiful. She said, we're linking arms and holding you up. Don't make me cry. I probably will. I try to tell you I'm a crier. And so I start writing directly to spirit. I said, okay, God, why can't I feel you right now? Why can't I say this. And the way Neil does it, God writes back, right? So you write down what you think, and then you let God write down what God thinks, right? It's a wonderful thing, okay? And so, so I said, okay, God, why can't I feel you? And what I wrote down, well, what Spirit wrote down, or what came out on the page. And now here's the thing. It could have been my higher self. It could have been God. It could have been my imagination. I don't give a fuck. It works, right? So what I heard, what was written was, and God calls me beloved. That's how I distinguish when God is talking versus when I'm talking, because I am God's beloved. In my mind, for all my faith people, y'all, I am God's beloved, and so I traffic in that language, and so God said to me, beloved, I didn't leave you, and you didn't leave me. You just bumped up into a wall that needs to be dissolved in your heart, so you and I can be one. And when I heard that, it was like, okay, what came rushing to my head and what came rushing out of my pen are all the things I feel like I haven't done good with, where I feel like I failed God, that I feel like I didn't do. You know, I was worried about my clients. You know, I was trying to get some things done, and turns out the people I thought were right weren't right, and I got to tell them that, and I'm a little embarrassed. We're filling the event, and I'm nervous. Like, God, are they really going to come? You know what I'm saying? You know, maybe 100 is, you know, maybe not. Maybe I don't. Maybe I should have done 50. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like this, like, or you know, just every kind of judgment against myself. Do you understand? Against myself. Now, if you're anything like me, and I don't know if you are, I take my covenant with God very seriously. I hold it like Old Testament God. You know what I'm saying? Not New Testament, and I love New Testament. New Testament God is great. Go Jesus, go. Woo woo. Okay, go Paul. Woo woo. I'm not tripping off that. I roll hard with Old Testament God, right? And that's just me. That's just because, I don't know, blame it on the Psalms, y'all. Shit, fuck it. Blame it on David, right? You know, blame it on Proverbs. I don't really know, but I roll hard with covenant. And so I have a very, very, very sacred relationship with God in terms of keeping promises to God. God keeps God's promises to me. I keep my promises with God, okay? And so I was like, well, God, I feel like I didn't make good choices. I didn't choose the right people. I didn't hire the right team. I didn't, you know, that kind of stuff, right? And I was like, and what Spirit said to me is, and Spirit was like, beloved, and this is why I love my God. I don't know about yours, but this is why I love my God. Let me drink some water, because otherwise I'm going to end up crying at you. And again, you don't have to believe like I believe. A Song of Solomon is everything, okay? But just walk with me so you can hear what I'm trying to express, and I'll map it onto you in a minute. What I heard Spirit say that came through my pen today was, I said, God was talking about dissolving this barrier in my heart. And what came out of my mouth, or what came on the work page, was all the things I feel like I haven't done good. Hey, Keisha, I'm glad you're here, baby girl. And so what Spirit said was, my beloved, this is so deep. What I heard was, beloved, I apologize to you. And I was like, I don't understand this, God. How could God apologize to me? And I said, well, God, how could you apologize? So I wrote it down. And this is what I heard. It was like, you think loving me means being good. You think loving me means never failing or missing the mark. You think it means all of that. And what I'm saying I'm sorry for is this. I have to apologize to you so you can apologize to you, because you and I are one. And I was like, okay, we're one. And Spirit was like, you still hold me like you have to please me in order for me to love you. And I always loved you. And I will always love you because you are me. And what you're dissolving is the separation between you and I. That's what that wall is. You're dissolving the separation. You're dissolving the separation. You are me, beloved. You are me in human form. And I'm like, well, God, I don't do good stuff. I mess up. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. I don't know if maybe I'm selfish. I'm spoiled. I'm manipulative. And I just listed off everything I think is wrong with me. And God said, so am I. I was like, what? And God said, you don't think that I don't, go back to the Old Testament. I've killed nations. I had the Israelites walking around for 40 years because they pissed me off. God just ran some shit, right? It's like, I'm a jealous God. What are you talking about? You are me. Where the fuck do you think you got it from? If you are me, if you are my hands and my feet, do you think you're separate from me? What do you think I did? What do you think about Sodom and Gomorrah? I burned some shit to the fucking ground. Why would you not burn some shit to the ground? It was just this whole next level of like, whoa. And I was like, okay. So it was like, I was like, okay, God, if I and you are one, then why do I feel this way? And what God was saying is because it's the residue of what you believed. You believed that you had to do stuff in order to earn love. And that's fair because that's mama. You know what I'm saying? That's fair. All right. And you feel like you still have to earn it with me. And you always have. And I understand that. That's God talking. Right. So it's like, and you were taught that I will punish you. And that if you don't do good, you're going to lose something. And if you don't act right, you're going to get penalized. And that's been my lived experience. That's my background, right? And I said, well, God, how can I be you? And how can I live you? You know what I'm saying? And it was a simple answer. It was a beautiful answer. God said, it was beautiful. God said, you can't do anything for me. There's nothing I can do for God. I can't. There's nothing, right? He said, he said, there's nothing you can do because that's not how love works. That's not how God works. That's not how I work. You can't do anything, baby girl. You can't. And this is cool. God said, the reason you can't do anything is because I'm not anything. You can't do anything because I'm not anything. I am. Mic dropped. Do you understand? God said, I am. I'm like, that's some next level shit for that ass. I am. I am. And I'm like, okay. And of course, my mind went to I am that I am, but I am came before I am that I am. You know what I'm saying? So it moved me and it helped me understand I am. And I'm like, okay, God, well, then how do I live this? How do I make this real in my life? And what I heard Spirit said was just love them. Just love them. Just love them like I love you. Just love them and feed life to life. If you think about it, life feeds life to life. Like the sun warms up the plant creates pollen that feeds the bees and the birds. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's life to life. God, so all I got to do is just feed life to life. All I have to do is love you. And I was like, well, God, what about making sure the business grows? What about making sure the tour gets filled? What about making sure the marketing is good? What about making sure my clients win? God said, let it go. I'm like, oh, God. God said, let it go. You know, when you really dissolve the distance, you'll realize that if I am, you are. Alpha and Omega, beginning and the end. If I am, you are. And I was like, okay, God, you done some shit today that I'm going to have to talk about. Because if we really, for my people who roll hard in the paint for Spirit, whatever way you flow, no judgment, no condemnation. I don't care how you do your thing, all right? Whatever way you relate to that which feeds you life that's bigger than you, all right? Whether you're faith-based, Christian, Muslim, atheist, because I believe that's a religion, holla. Whether you do New Thought, whether you are Hare Krishna, whether you are, you hug trees, I don't care, a nationalist, whatever. Whatever flow you got, all right? If you really comprehend, or no, not even comprehend, when you really start to embody, and I'm gonna have to start trying my language, embody that you truly are God. Not the stuff we were taught, but the same creative spark that created us. In the beginning was the Word. You know what I'm saying? If you just really start to contend with that you were created in the image and likeness of God, that means you were created with the God stuff. You know what I'm saying? Whatever that is, I don't know what it is, but it's energy, currency, electricity, atoms, neutron, protons, whatever your flow is. I am not fucking tripping, all right? You know, then you have to really embrace that the way that life does life is how God does God. Trees do not have to stress about growing. Why are you stressed about money? It's just the very nature of a tree to grow. You see what I'm saying? It's the nature of a tree to grow. This is how basic I have to get it from my head. A tree does not stress about growing. It just grows. Do you see what I'm saying? And all there is dissolving the distance between you and Spirit. Not what you were taught, not what you lived, but a real experience of God's got me. Me and God are one. God will never leave me or forsake me. And I can't fuck it up with God. It's impossible. It is an impossibility, right? It's an impossibility because God doesn't even measure like that. God is not looking at that. A tree doesn't look at failing, y'all. A fish swims in the ocean. It doesn't worry about not hitting a quarterly target. It swims. You see what I'm saying? And so that's the thing that I'm really embracing. That I can't do it wrong. Because God can't do it wrong. God can't do it wrong. It's impossible for God to do anything wrong. So as an expression of God, I can't do anything wrong. Anything I call wrong is a judgment against myself. And when I judge me, I'm judging God. I just told God is wrong about creating me. When I judge me, I just said, I call God a fucking liar. That's what I said. If I'm judging me, I have just judged God. That's closer than a brother, closer than your breath. That's who God is. If you're walking with me, you know what I'm saying? So it's a different kind of understanding of what life is. It's like, okay, then there's nothing to worry about. You see what I'm saying? Thank you, Angela. There's no condemnation. There's none. If I'm condemning me, I am literally condemning God. That's just, that's what, so it's something that I am growing into, you know what I'm saying? It's a different way to flow, you know what I'm saying? And I'm taking it on. Like, I create, God creates. I feed life to life, God feed life to life. I am, because God is I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, it gives me a different place to come from. And so that's what I want to share with you. And so even with my business is a creation of God. It's an expression of the divine. Why would it not flourish like a tree? It's the nature of businesses to bloom. That's why we get into business, because that's what they're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? It's the nature of a business to make money. That is what a business does, right? And so the thing is to dissolve. I didn't say remove or hammer. I said dissolve the distance in my mind and in my heart between me experiencing God. That's the game. That's the game of life, is to dissolve the distance. So you are one with God. And when you embrace that, at least when I do, it takes away the worry. It takes everything. It's like it takes away everything. And if I find myself judging me, then I'm judging God, and I'm not doing that. I am not judging my God. It would hurt me I can't even think about it. You know what I'm saying? It would hurt me too much to judge God. So I'm not going to do that. And it's like, okay, well, if you judge yourself, you're judging God. So I'm linking all my shit. Do you see what I'm saying? I'm linking me to my love for God, not me supplicating. I am locking my shit in like this. You can't fuck with my God. I am not that chick. So I am locking in my sense of self with knowing that I can't treat me bad, because if I'm treating me bad, I'm treating God bad. I can't do that. I can't. It's too much for me to do. I can't do that with God. And so it's a different orientation than trying to please God. And I believe I've been trying to please God. You know what I'm saying? I've been trying to demonstrate to God that that my life was worth sparing, that I was worth sparing, and saving and nurturing and cultivating and blessing and anointing and favoring. And I already know that. Why are you tripping? So this is why it's a revelation for me, because I didn't even know this, right? And it's perfect. Thank you for the heart. It's perfect in terms of where I'm going. I'm moving from social media to mass media. That is what Spirit has said. It's time for me to reach more people, right? And that's what the TV show is about. That's what the tour is about. And so it's not about me sitting behind my computer, which I love. And I love you because you show up and you listen to my word and you spread it. And I appreciate you for that. And I feel like Spirit is saying, I feel like Moses, I feel like, okay, you were adopted, you were raised a certain way. I got all that. You did some shit. I know Moses killed a man. And now you got some shit to do. All right. And, it's a walk, right? And I feel like my walk is bigger than me. is bigger than my life. And I feel like Spirit is preparing me by really healing these old wounds that would have me not be fully present and walking in the love and spirit of the divine. You know what I'm saying? And so, so this is, I love you for that, Keisha. You meet her on tour, get your tickets. I love you for that. Thank you I love my tribe. I love my revolutionaries. Thank you for walking with me. And so I feel like, I love my God. And my work is God's work. You know what I'm saying? It is what I do. And this is the reason why I focus so much on your money, is because I think a lot of times, if you're anything like me, you may feel like you failed God, or you may feel like God had failed you. But the bottom line is, that's the oneness, and it's the dissolving, so you don't have to feel that way. You know what I'm saying? And the money part is so easy, because when you tap into the affluence of the universe, there's not a lot to do. There's a lot to be, but there's not a lot to do. And it's something that you have to learn, you know what I'm saying? And of course you have to have certain things in place. I mean, if I want to be in business, I have to have a business. So that the nature of a business is to grow and flourish. That is a business. If to be a parent, the nature of being a parent is to love your kids to their growth. That's the nature of it. You don't have to do this other stuff that you think you have to do. But you don't know that because no one's taught us that. We've been taught that we have to earn it. Just like we have to earn God's love. Just like we have to prove it. Just like we have to prove that we're worthy of God. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all the same to me. You know what I'm saying? It's all the same to me. And so, yes, I have before I miss it. Yes, I'll be in New Jersey, Lamia. So come on over the bridge. I'll be there. You know, I feel like, no, but that's my reason we're having this conversation today, is because you can't fail God. It's impossible. It's an impossibility. God is all-seeing, all-knowing. God knew you before you were born. You were born for a purpose. Everything you walked through was for a purpose by design. God did that shit. So you don't have to worry about that. You just have to dissolve the distance. That is the heart healing. That is what I'm moving through right now at my level. You'll have to move through it through yours. And that's what we're going to be talking about on the tour. That's what's in the book. The book is literally a hand guide on how to heal. So you can actually have what is your divine birthright without you slaving for it. That is the whole point of it. So there you go. So that's what I am. So that's all I got. I'm gonna stop now. I pray that it's clear. You know, I'm gonna listen. I'll go back through the comments. And my prayer is that you are fed by this word. You know, I don't share it lightly. You know, this is my relationship with Spirit, and it's everything to me. You know, I love my God, I love my wife, I love my family, in that order. Okay, and so it's I wanted to share it with you because hopefully you'll let it in. Lamika said, yes, please be telling my friends about the book. The book is just fire. And it's on sale because we're buying it. Amazon keeps dropping the price. So you want to jump on that. Someone put the link in there for that. And come be with me on tour, because during the tour we're gonna have networking. I'm gonna be deep diving into teaching around the monetary. I wrote it out. The monetary value of healing, because there's a systematic way to heal, and most of us don't understand. When I say healing, we think it's like we don't have a lot of context. But I'm going to break that down on the tour. And I did a run through with some of my peers last night, and it's butter. So you want to jump on this, okay? And you keep in mind, this is for people who have a purpose. If you know your life is bigger than yours and you're committed to transforming the world, you want to be there. Get in a seat. Get one of the 100 seats, okay? Denise says, thank you for being transparent, because I have felt the same way. This is freeing for me. Well, thank you for receiving it, Denise. And thank you for people who give me hearts and for staying with me until I work it out. It's a revelation. It's not an insight. This is stuff that I am modeling for you how to manifest, okay? And I can teach you how, but you got to get in the room, okay? I can feed you here, but I'll train you there. Especially, I went with the ancestral stuff. No, I'm not coming to Houston, Angela. I'm coming to Austin. So come on down, Okay? So please, does Stanford University hit you back about command? No, not yet, Jane. They don't. No, what most people don't know me. People know me on Facebook. You know, people know me on digital world. I'm inside. Most people outside of digital world wouldn't know me. But no, they haven't reached out for me yet. But my prayers, they will when it's time. Okay? Nope, you're number 2. 62 is perfect. Shucks. Moses was like, I don't know how old Moses was before he did his thing. You know, Morgan Freeman was 50 before, no, for Harrison 50 before he started his thing, right? So it's not about age. It's about dissolving the distance. That is what I'm trying to explain to you. When you dissolve the distance, you can hear new actions to take. You can hear the word. You can hear the guidance from spirit. Things start to come to you. You know, last night I got an email from somebody that I need to reach out to today that has a speakers bureau. And I'm going to call them back. And I did nothing to earn that. That is what I'm trying to say when I say manifest. There's ways to do it so that you can manifest millions with no effort. And I know it sounds big, but it's not. If you think about, you know, in my father's house, there are many mansions. There's no shortage. There's no shortage, not for you or anybody. Okay? Okay. I needed that. I smile on the outside and cry on the inside. I think we all do, but this is why that's why we get together. You know, one of the things I can do in person, I can't do online, is I can move you through some spaces energetically with the healing. And we're going to have a healing session on the tour. We'll wrap up the tour day with the healing session, but we'll have the teaching, we'll have the networking. I'll do book signing, pictures. You'll be fed. No, actually you'll be trained, and there's a difference. Okay. And you'll be fed a little bit. Woo! All right, everybody take a deep breath in with me. Exhale through your mouth. Deep breath in. Exhale through your mouth. One more time, deep breath in. Exhale through your mouth. Okay. We ran longer today, but it's you know, God guided, and I trust it, okay? So if you were fed by this word, this life-affirming word, this life-giving word, please pay it forward. Somebody will be fed by this because of you. So be your sister's keeper, you know. Love them like I love you. Be generous. Be kind. You never know whose life you're going to save, okay? So please share this video, and please grab your seat, all right? It's going to be amazing. I have some beautiful things available for you, okay? And I will read through the notes. I may not be able to read through them right now because Lisa and I have to go shopping. I know what my look is going to be like for the tour. I finally figured it out. So we have to go shopping because I know the pieces that I want, especially for Atlanta. So Atlanta and Memphis, get right because I'm getting ready, okay? And so, but come be with me. Let me love you, you know, and but I need you there, okay? So, and grab your seat. And the thing is, you can grab your seat right now and tell us so we can celebrate you. Y'all don't have to wait until I finish talking to actually get your seat, okay? Because I want to celebrate you, all right? But now, so go ahead and get your seat. Know that you're loved beyond measure, my sweet sisters in success and the brothers who love us. And remember this, you are worth so much more than you have ever been taught to believe, okay? And if you want to make your mark, make the difference you were uniquely crafted by life to make, and manifest millions with ease on your own terms, you have to heal your heart. It is not an option, okay? I love you. Please share this video. I feel so sad I have to wait till you I love you for that. I will see you in New York and New Jersey, okay? Grab your ticket and know that you're loved, and please share this video. Goodbye for now.